so you can actually reinforce. But right now you're... Oh my god, no. Hello everyone, I'm Greyshot17, and today I am covering a 4v4 game on the map Hill 400. We got ourselves King, X-Tally, B, War Daddy versus Mod, Joe, we'll just call him Joe, Private, and Battalion. 3 Soviet and an American versus 3 OKW and an Austere. We saw this sort of combination last time. It didn't pan out all that well for the Axis. Maybe this time it will be better. But I will say both times, this and now, they were submitted by people watching the channel. So if you would like to submit a replay, submit to my team Gmail or Discord down below. Again, most of my content is based off games from you guys, not really my games. Because I am good at the game, but I want to see great 4v4 players such as yourselves. So, or other, I sometimes get a 1v1, sometimes a 2v2 and a 3v3. You never know. Occasionally even a 1v1, but that's few and far between. Except for CoH2. Like, I'm getting a lot of 1v1 games on CoH2. But, anyway. We got ourselves conscripts opening fire on Volk squads. More Volk squads coming on in by King, trying to hold this sector. The Soviet, again, has an MG. He has allies, Pathfinders, okay. And he did go ISU in 5-2, so already some long-range stuff. Interesting. But again, this shock troops, not guards. Makes it even more fascinating. But with the MG, you should be able to provide that initial support to keep back the German Volk. Oh my god. They really want this point under their control. They're like, yep, we're barbed wiring it. We're making sure the enemy can't get to it. Makes sense. Actually, this is a pretty smart play by X-Tally. So I'm already a little impressed. Alright, by the way, this person who submitted this, whether it is X-Tally, King, War Daddy, but they said their team was very good, and they said that it was one of the best games they've ever had, ever. So anytime someone says that, right, whether it's going to be these allied players slowly pushing on in. Also, this allied player with a sniper, so obviously he's also pushing himself quite a bit. Anytime someone submits that, it's always like, alright, buddy. It's either going to be a great game, or this is going to be absolutely regrettable. Like, this is going to be painful. So we'll see. Right now we got a Sturm squad that tried to flank. Did push back a penal, but unfortunately, is probably going to die. He did die. Thanks to MG spam. Mod just mass producing it. Luckily, the MG covers the sniper and kills the Kubels. So B having a real bad time with his tactics being put down very easily. Now, MGs are moving on in to cover. Pontiff Fusiliers as well. Trying to figure out what to do. In this situation, there's not much to do. You have a lot of MGs. Really, the OKW is not the best versing an MG focus, especially for these units, because they don't have smoke. They can know where the enemy is and maybe flank them, right? But we'll see. Right now, just catching the MG opposition helped. But again, they'd have to do the same thing with this MG, and once they close this area, they could be suppressed. But he's hiding. B is just waiting. Now, meanwhile, we have Green, and War Daddy is getting himself Overwatch. Hey, if you smoke those Goliaths, they could be the bang to bust open that MG wall. Now, we also have Breakthrough, so a thing to counter with the ISU 152. We also have Defensive Doctrine, so Pack 43 and some decent artillery to hold the front. And King went Fortification, so artillery of all types. So, looks like against armor, against counter artillery, the allies, or sorry, the Axis are pretty solid in all that approach. Probably direct strike's the one thing, but they have good counters for pretty much armor, thrust, artillery. Nice grenade, by the way. A lot of good stuff right there. MG scares away the Pontiff Fusiliers, though one good grenade does send 2 penals packing. Sniper, though, repositioning to slowly wear them down. Down south, we have ourselves Ostrupen being sent away. Again, not the best on offense, especially if they're being suppressed by MGs. That's the biggest thing. Looks like the allies in this case, or at least the Soviet players, are really focusing on MGs. Whereas this American is focusing, I'm assuming, on Pathfinders. He lost a rifleman squad. I'm like, what what is this comp? This is a very weird comp. But yeah, he lost the Rifleman squad already somehow. Oh my god. Is this guy for real? This guy's like, guys, I need to LARP. I'm gonna put lots of sandbags, placing barbed wire everywhere. We are going to actually make a defensive position, all right? And I want to make sure it looks nice, all right? Here's the thing. A lot of people build defensive position that looks haphazard. We're gonna make sure this defensive line looks appropriate, all right? We're gonna actually put it in different areas and make sure it's equally spread out with each other and actually, like, decently made, all right? And meanwhile, the allies like, okay, cool. Can we get mortars out and bomb them out? Can we blast them out with some heavy artillery? And ISU 152 will do. Now, again, to get Pathfinder, we have Airborne Company. Let's see. We got ourselves, again, Urban Defense. That's interesting if he can get that forward position. Why take the point when you can make sandbags? Exactly. That decorative art. Actually, Pathfinders are doing pretty good work from their high vantage point and long range. Now, they don't have the same effect as Code 3, but having long range against these guys with Pathfinders, that does have an effect. Sturms and some very nice Punzful Slayers managed to push back the fuel. Or push to the fuel before being having a bad case of the explosions. Just like Vegeta had the bad case of the explosions. For those who don't know, I was like, what the hell? Just watched Totally Not Marks. Got a review on the Boo Saga, and of course, he got Team 4-Star to voice the Boo Saga for like, I think 15 minutes of footage or something like that. Very solid. Very solid. They did Vegeta Sacrifice. I am a happy man. I may have a tough time talking, but I am indeed a happy man. I highly recommend you go check out the review. Maybe just, if you just want to see the best part, just the last 2 minutes, and you'll put a smile on your face. Or, it's weird how a man's sacrifice puts a smile on your face, but it does. For me, it did. Absolutely made my day. Anyway, Volk squads and Ostrupen are holding the line. Again, actually getting some solid defensive shots. Again, Ostrupen is good in good cover. They're good defensive infantry. They can hold the line for the most part. But under mortar fire and everything else, it's going to have a bit of a rough time. Let's see. We got double mortars by this man. So at least he can counteract maybe a lot of support spam that's happening with the double MGs. Now, the American force still is a front line, though it's a very, again, a weird front line with a lieutenant, a captain, more Pathfinders. Yeah, just weird stuff right there. Panzer II pulling on back. Let's see. After running into some penals with PTR's rifles and AT gun, yeah, he's going to want to get the hell out of there. Did take the fuel, so at least he's stopping, B is stopping Joe and Maud from getting those resources. That's good. But I'm assuming what he might do, right, is make a forward base somewhere. The church would probably be a good position, so we can constantly reinforce. Panzer II having a rough time thanks to all of the terrain and navigating. Luckily, it's still alive. Barely. But at least it barely makes it out in one piece. Now, the Sturm Officer, it's on fire, so he's going to want to run. Same thing with the Punzful Slayers. MG and AT guns are kind of just chilling. But again, he's chilling with 3 MGs. He's making sure this whole area is locked down for this other player to move on up. He built the forward position field, or the field camp. I think this is really far back. I think this is too far back, because it's not this is not a retreat point, right? It's not an area that you're going to rally a defensive line. This is like a backup of a backup. I would probably say like here, maybe behind the bushes. That would be a good, like, here for me would be better, or like right here, so that we could rally everything in this sector, which would affect the counterattack here. Luckily, Punzful Slayer stopped the conscripts and managed to recap the territory. He called in meds and reinforcements. I mean, I guess, but remember they retreat here, so you can't call in meds with this one. It's just rally defense. So that's a little bit more iffy for me, right? And to be fair, these penal force would be fighting in mid. Don't get me wrong, right? So if it's middle that you're trying to like hold, maybe like closer to the front, right? So you can actually reinforce. But right now you're. Oh my God, no. Well, Joe, congratulations. You know what? I'm not gonna say a damn word after that. Ronnie, thank you for the sub. After that explosion, it's going great. My throat's on fire, and having some trouble, but, you know, beyond that, it's fine. It's fine. I had a bit of a stomach flu this week. But, T-70 lighting up the enemy. Again, nice flank by the Panzerfusiliers and the MGs. Panzer II also well, knocking out the other MG. This gun potentially in harm's way. They got killed one. Engineers are not going to stop those Panzerfusiliers. And again, that armor could, but if he dives on in, it can be snared, absolutely. Oh, boy. Oh, absolutely got snared. Very cool. Shock troops moving on in. Down in the south, we have Paratrooper being blasted away. Gun decrewed. A lieutenant on the run. Hopefully they get that back up. He has the defensive line, guys. He has a interesting defensive line. But hey, you know what? Why not? Allows it to survive a little bit longer. Anyway, Axe is managing to push on up. They don't cut it off. Remember, they do not cut off this territory. Because this side, that is more meant for this left player. This left team. Right? So, we'll see how things go. Great shot, by the way. Hopefully you can finish it off. Did a little bit of damage, by the way, and with the penals. Last shot, or Penal's gonna throw a satchel. Nope. Throws a grenade. I think you maybe have pushed a little too far there, buddy, and sacrificed a few too many units. I was just waiting for it to die, but I was still shell-shocked by the penal explosion that happened earlier. My lord, that was incredible. Well, Joe got more penals. They don't know what they signed up for. It's unfortunate for them. Anyway, Volk squad coming on in. Just absolute. I mean, like, probably gonna lose because again, he's in cover, but directionally, he's out in the open, right? He's not actually in cover. He's in cover, but he's not in cover. If that makes sense. Anyway, MGs are on the front. This man has 1, 2, 3 shock troops. Private to head. Yeah, go head to head with these guys. Shock troops will absolutely rip and tear through a lot of, you know, good frontline forces. But here's the thing. They are very expensive. Very expensive. And they're not, also, we have a lot of tank traps here. Interesting design layout, but whatever. At least it stops a push on this front. But the question is, will these shock troops break through the lines? MGs are also there. We have smoke coming down on the enemy MG. Panzer Grenadiers trying to stop them. Bundle grenade is thrown. Does affect them. But the real kicking points is Panzer Headquarters that will delay their advance. So great job right there. Makes one retreat. MG dies. Counterattack is still going. Soviets fumble the ball. And truthfully, I think this was more of a loss for them in terms of overall manpower than the other way around. I think it was. Flak is up, by the way, to help hold the front. On the other side, we have Axis forces managing to take most of the territory. They don't have the fuel. Conscripts are sniping that back. MG trying to stop the Sturm. T-70 still alive, getting some decent shots. Again, I wouldn't say any player is playing the greatest, but I will say there's been some great fails. That Soviet push was absolutely a treat to watch just backfire in their face. Now, the Americans are trying to make something out of nothing, but unfortunately, they just don't have the front line firepower. Oh, wait, no. Oh, he smoked his way close and did a demo. All right. That was not bad. And this man is so happy he's doing spins because of that. So at least we'll be able to take the fuel and cut that off for the Axis. So, one effective attack. I'll give him that. One effective play by the Allies. But the Axis are still holding on to the VP. And they're going to start wearing down the Allied lead. It's only about 40 points, but still. Engineer trying to take mid, but again, you have a JLI that will hopefully drive them off. Also, we have caches. Just putting it out there. We do have a cache down for the Allies. Now, for the Axis, we have 1, 2. We actually have a decent amount for the Axis. So at least at least Yellow, aka xTally, is helping his team. So good job there, man. At least you're helping your team. Speaking of team, more daddies pushing back in the mid. Just melting those shock troops. And that's the thing. Shock troops, and when they're able to close the distance, were super effective. Now, they can still be effective, but on a wide open map, if you don't have something to close the distance, you're kind of screwed. Whether it's smoke, whether it's an infantry boost, you know, infantry speed boost, something like that. Also, interesting demo. Hopefully that comes to fruition in the future. I really want to see some chunks fly. T-70 needs some heals. Any armor. Caddy is being made, but any armor. We have already a caddy by Private 2 Head. So that light tank is probably the most serious armor we're seeing right now. Germans are not getting any armor at all. That's fascinating. No 222s. Nothing. Nope. I mean, yes, they did get the Panzer II from earlier, but I'm saying, like, right now, it's interesting that we're not seeing anything. Small pushes and smoke are not really going to lead to any big changes. MG's hitting it. Oh, there it goes. There's the suppression. Punch Fusilier is just going to focus on him now. Again, he's in cover. I would assume he's in cover. Oh, but here comes the shock troop blob and artillery to blast them away. So they should be fine, though he is focusing. Oh, he does pull back because he's being focused on. But shock troops will come in and just make the B player retreat, which, by the way, is 900 manpower. It's a good, healthy amount right there. All right, can he effectively kill the unit? No. Does weaken it, though. Definitely weakens the unit, but does not go in for the kill. All right, VP-wise, again, we're seeing the Allies down. The Axis take the lead. Allies very close to taking it back. And they are caddying this area, but again, they need to move up. Right now, defensive lines by xTally are still holding now with the bunker. Again, we have trench. Oh, another bunker, sorry, with trench works, all sorts of good stuff. We have a lot of. I just realized how many bunkers there are. This man is making a defensive line. Luckily, the American is figuring out ways using smoke. Again, I like the fact he's navigating through, but there is still bunkers and stuff delaying, stopping. And they can keep doing timed explosives, charges, other things like that, but again, oh, no, please don't blow yourself up. They get rid of one, but they didn't crack the line. It's like, cool, we killed a bunker. Cool, there's 3 more. But we expelled all of our offensive capabilities to kill one. Cool, by the time you come back, he's going to have that replaced. Please tell me he's just going to build a new one. That would be amazing. He just puts it right where the last one was. Now, of course, I joke. The big counterpoint is if the American can identify where they are, then he can do this. Have the mortar and the howitzer open fire and tear them apart. By the way, Rickalon, thank you very much for the follow. I got so caught up, I forgot to say. Thank you for the follow. Panzer IV is on the field. Looks like that, what, T7? No. Half-track? What died? Had to be an American one, right? Ambulance, maybe? What? I am not entirely sure what died, but something. Half-track is snared. Panzer IV taking some shots from AT fire. Oh, there's AT fire. In mid, forcing himself back. Another conscript about to bite it thanks to the Ober. Good kill. Again, Molotov being thrown. Again, it's a back and forth, but we are starting to see the line settle down. North is under Ally control. Mid is kind of going back and forth. And South is absolutely under Axis control. With, by the way, so many flak. There's so much AA in this area. And they have it guarding each of them. Like, alright, cool. You want to do it? Fine. It does delay some things. That's a lot of fuel you're putting into that stuff, but we check back also closer here, and you're starting to see why they're doing this. They have a medical facility here. They have a repair function for vehicles. They have more defenses to cover it. But they have 2 LEFHs to open fire on the Allies. Now, here's the thing. What do the Allies have? Well, Mod has counterattack, so obviously has my heart with the B4. But they don't have direct strikes. So meaning they don't have a hard counter naturally to fight this. Now, that doesn't mean they can't or they won't have the ability in the future. A caddy could absolutely rip and tear through that with a creeping barrage, but it needs vet 3 for the range on that, most likely, right? So in the meantime, you're going to these LFHs just start pulverizing, especially if this game turns into more of a concentrated area where the allies are putting more and more troops through. These LFHs have a higher likelihood of getting kills, specifically as we see the American player shift to mid. Now, that's good if you want to hold the victory points, right? Who doesn't want to hold the victory points? Win the game. Great mind, by the way. Hot damn, I just saw that Ober squad blow himself up in the distance. But the problem is the fact that it's short-term gain for long-term loss, right? Because if the allies concentrate in mid, then maybe the Axis can concentrate all their firepower and all their advantages against them, and that could overtake the initial gain that they're receiving by moving. Especially right now when you have so many defensive positions, you don't have that big of an army that can move, right? What, these LFHs are, what, 13? Yeah, the Pack 43, which is another, what, 12 for population? So you're looking at like half his army is immobile. And as we've seen with the French army in 1940, and as we saw with the German army, probably early 43, no, probably 43 on, having a predominantly immobile army, not the best. That squad just got mowed up by the shocks. Artillery came in and not neutralized the half-track. Howitzer, mortar, all being neutralized by zeroing. Great job right there. Penal's even taking some hits. So good overall zeroing. SU-85 being flanked by the Panther. Needs to pull on back. Private, what are you doing? Misses, but the Panther did not. Shock troops are, though, scaring away the Sturm. We have air support coming on in. And the German air support should keep that SU-85 away. Though if they can reveal it, that air support can still rip that T-70, that SU-85, and start hurting that armor, right? Sector Assault will focus on armor, and that is an easy target. LFHs are hitting over here, because again, they're like, well, they're probably over there, just by chance. And one shot, they can kill 2 engineers if they're lucky. Taking this general area, so I have to go way off. Oh my god, come on, hit the MG. One shot right there, dome an engineer. Damn it. B4 has fired, actually managing to kill a vehicle. I don't know what he managed to hit, but I am impressed. What did you hit, good sir? And hopefully he can hit again. T-70 does go down thanks to double Rakettenwerfer fire in the back lines. Again, once you get into about 20 minutes, it's more of a recon unit and an infantry counter when they are in your lines rather than when going deep into enemy lines. Because especially with AT, it's very easy to kill. Like that Panzerfusilier with rockets. So good job with the caddy. Left-hand side, Panther takes advantage of a lone caddy and gets a great kill. Because again, right now, X-Tally, I mean, we already saw, oh my god. We already saw that King moved his forces over there, right? Although he's still making more LFHs. So his entire army is immobile, right? So, by the way, if a caddy got close enough, he could absolutely do a great hit across all that line. But yeah, this German player is just building the west wall. Chat, you hit it right on the head. He's building tons of tank traps and other stuff because he does not want armor or anything to get close enough. Now that also counters, because if you build all that shit, that makes it harder for you to get to the artillery that could counter that, theoretically. And meanwhile, again, X-Tally, let's see, let me double check on him. But at least he has Panthers and stuff to help engage, but right now, the concentrated allied force is smashing his allies. B and War Daddy are being pulverized right now, losing a support gun, an MG, they're about to lose a cache, armor is down, they are out. Surprisingly, they don't have mid. Small counterattack and zeroing is helping a lot with that, but it is something to note that the allies are theoretically outside of the Axis base. Now, if I'm the allied player, I see all this shit, I'm like, kill that, kill that, kill that, kill that, kill that, because you want to make sure it's dead. Grenade is thrown. Nice wipe on the Punch Fusiliers. Not so much for the allies there. Oh, wait, maybe? Ulmer squad. Sorry. Oh, let me rephrase that. Ostrupen squad managing to pick it off with JLIs. Very cool. Grenade thrown. He's trying to figure out a way back, but he's going to have to probably hightail it. Some good rockets, though. Drive the Germans away, but some great kills for both sides. Again, we have a small allied force by battalion trying to figure out his way through the forest. Unfortunately, again, there's plenty of defenses. Looks like that bunker needs an MG. But plenty of defenses to hold and stop any sort of advancement. So, very good defensive lines. But we'll see if the American player is able to bust through the west wall. Anyway, shock troops and conscripts take mid. We have ourselves a B4 now with 12 kills. I keep missing wherever he's hitting. But wherever he's hitting, he's actually doing a fairly good job at murdering people. Which, again, getting kills with the B4, thumbs up every time. Now, unfortunately, that might make him a target for the LAFHs soon. But, we'll see. By the way, speaking of targets, that was the case for that poor Sherman and most of the Allied forces that pushed in. Double Panthers roamed in to just force them away. They can't give too much chase because of the tank traps. Can they fit? He could squeeze himself through, but that would be a real tight fit and a real bad pathfinding obstacle from the retreat through. But at the very least, he did what he needed to do and drove them away. We do have Allied air support, though, coming on in. P-47s will probably target the Panthers if they have sight still. No. We have recon overhead. That's on this side. Oh, I'm sorry. It was just a recon from the American. My apologies. What's not a recon is what's happening here. So the SgtMcPains have pushed up, and they're trying to snipe this base, trying to stop the Panther in development. Stuka getting very close to the front. SgtMcPains, he's very crafty. He could accidentally hit it, so be very careful there. SgtMcPains still can do a lot of damage if they connect with that Panther. B4 is firing somewhere. Is he in the base? Where is he hitting? Oh, he's hitting over here, I think? Oh, almost hits the Panther on the way out. Very close. Now again, Axis are sending what they can to stop the Allies, trying to force them back. But yeah, it's not enough. And as soon as those SgtMcPains are healed, they're going to keep wearing down this base. A base that's not too bad, all things considered, for actually putting down like Panzer headquarters and mechanical areas, really. But the problem is the Allies are just unopposed. They're just running amok. But again, on the counterpoint, we do have X-Tally and King kind of moving into mid. They are taking some losses. Damn, that was an unfortunate shot. And shock troops are no joke, but if they can hold this shock troop counterattack, maybe they can hold on to mid, but we'll see. We have artillery raining down thanks to sector artillery. That might be enough. If the artillery, I mean, it's sector artillery, so it could do a lot. Fortunately, shock troops just keep moving. Although they are moving to another sector, which is funny. One good shot right there. Panthers are doing their best to contain them. No, doesn't look like it. Damn. I was expecting shock troops to die, but no, they actually prevailed for the most part. Again, Panthers are healing. They're going to need more tank destroyers if they want to take this position, otherwise they'll probably lose it. But again, B is doing his best to hold even with a very small army. War Daddy is 1,500 manpower. War Daddy, what are you doing? What are you doing, War Daddy? Come on. Come on. Let's stop saying Daddy and actually make someone else say Daddy, right? Come on. You can do it. You have 1,600 manpower, get an army, and start kicking ass. Alright? Now, we have ourselves here, paratroopers moving on in. A little fire doesn't stop them, and they'll take over the position. Alright, again, more American forces coming on in. This is where... How's the artillery faring, by the way? 4! Oh my god. This is Great, I have 2 games where LAFHs are just absolutely just, yeah. It's just a lot. It's just a lot of BS. Alright. 4 of these suckers. Alright, how many kills? 6, 5, 1, 7. Okay, so they're not getting a lot of kills. They're definitely causing havoc in the back lines. Oh, great shots. IS-2 and 5-2 being hit. SgtMcPains hit. Panthers might be able to get the hell out of there. Oh, it goes through the smoke, though. French shots. King Tiger's moving on up. Jackson kills the Panther. They almost got the IS-2 and 5-2, but it did prevail. Again, AA is going to start suppressing. We have a small push on the left by the Panthers. Oh, hold on. We could have some big wins here. Well, they weren't able to do too much. Oh, god damn it. So close. Katyushas are slowly pulling back. I think he smells blood in the water. They're pushing up right into zeroing, but they need recon. They need some recon. They have recon. I don't know. They are trying to kill this base, the field camp, and they did kill an ambulance. But man, oh man, were they close to getting some juicy caddies. That would have been great. But yeah, King is predominantly an immobile army. An army that is sitting and unable to move. Again, if those caddies can just get some veterancy, they can lay down precision fire and neutralize them all. But we'll see. This King is also, King, I don't know what you're doing, but this is a bad idea. There's still a lot of AT, and, well, luckily everyone's missing. But still, there's a lot of AT. Air support, though, is coming on in. Jackson having trouble with pathfinding. Maybe it dies. Maybe? Here it comes. Some strafes. No, backs on out. Oh, there it goes. A little bit of a wall. Slowed it down. There we go. Oh. Someone in chat's mentioning how they did sleep. Oh, water break. Thank you, Milam. But oh my god, Volk Squad just dying. Hey, who needs who needs a mobile army when you can have a entirely artillery based one? Okay. I didn't sleep at all Tuesday. I was up for like 24 hours straight, although I wanted to sleep. It's one of those things where your nausea is so bad you can't fall asleep. It was anyway. Infantry is moving on up, though injured and down. They're trying to take mid. Victory point wise, again, the Allies have a small lead, but they are taking a lot of hits. We look at the Axis, and right now they're averaging probably like, I would say probably upper 60s, low 70s. Allies have an army, one guy with like, by the way, B4 20 kills. Yes, 100% for it. And there goes an engineer. Hold on. Oh, some more artillery in the back. Or, sorry, the KV-2. Oh, so he has a KV-2 and an IS-2 and 5-2. Interesting. Getting some long-range shots. But anyway, we have ourselves Mod, and then we have this guy with Battalion having a very small army. So, kind of add that up. It's probably like, I would say upper 70s for the Allies. Oh my god, if they throw some more grenades there, it could definitely help. Again, don't blob, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't blob. Also, again, the building survived the actually Allied thrust, which is actually pretty good. I mean, the Allies spent a lot of resources trying to push there, and they weren't able to do it. Another S-285 is on the field. Caddy's moving over. Again, if they can close the... There's a lot of tank traps here. There's so many goddamn tank traps. But if... This area is the only way through. Oh, yeah, because there's tank traps here as well, and barbed wire. So this is the only area to break through. If they can scout it out and get close enough, somehow keep the Panthers from just charging in, then maybe you can light them up. Looks like they were under some fire from maybe a caddy, but we'll see. King Tiger leading a thrust, but the S-285s and the IS-2 and 5-2, though very injured, does drive all that armor off. Soviet forces are taking mid. Caddy is moving into position. Let's see, he's able to actually act upon it. B4 is ready to fire, up to 28 kills. I keep missing all these shots of all these kills with the B4, and I'm so disappointed. This is one of the best B4s I've seen in a while, and I keep missing it. Yep, I did miss that shock troop dying. Whoops. Alright, S-25 gets a good shot on the King. Panther's moving up, but there's lots of AT close by, so you have to be very careful. Oh, he's going for the caddy. And there he goes. Oh, though, hits a mine. A Soviet mine. Excellent. And honest. Oh, it's another mine. Oh, that T-34 is going to get a kill. Damn. And there goes the Panther. Again, try to get back to safety, but even though he placed mines. Oh, he has a teller there. Oh, that's why he wants to focus mines. So that way it's the only place it blows up. Okay, that makes sense. But still, that's pretty amazing that the Soviet also did that. Didn't realize it, and it ended up actually costing the German a little more resources. S-35 does go down to Artie. Panther's trying to back up. I see again, 6 more kills. What is happening? It got more kills, and I missed it. Oh. Jackson pulls back thanks to the blob by War Daddy. Panthers again trying to get some shots. One of them barely alive, gets the hell out of dodge. Again, we have another Panther in the south. T-34 gets a good shot on that teller with the Panther over it. It's gonna have a real bad day. Oh! The B4 killed! It killed the LFHs. I'm pretty sure it killed the LA. Oh my god. Holy shit. This is one B4 is actually managing to go toe-to-toe with those LFHs. And now blasting the blob. With AA holding him back. I am impressed. Wait, B4, come on. Come on. Aw, that would have been great. It counts as a vehicle kill? Yeah, because essentially right, okay, so if you go to a jack, like just for kind of how CoH2 explains it, a vehicle, right, is not necessarily a vehicle as like a tank. It also counts like this, right? Because that is a vehicle with health that got decrewed like a tank does, right? It got decrewed and can be recrewed by somebody, like a tank can be recrewed, right? Has health that you have to heal. People forget about this, but support equipment needs to be healed. That's why you get hit by an Artie and you're like, well, why'd my Maxim just die and lose all of its men? Because it lost the health here. And that can end up killing a unit. Yeah. On paper, a bunch of SU-25s can counter a PaK-43 because they can kill the vehicle part of it, right? But yeah, so it counts as a vehicle. Anyway, we have zeroing in mid. Soviets, oh my god, the Americans press, okay, they realize what's happening. We also have, wait, something else is coming on in. P-47s. Lots of artillery. And air supports. Kills the Panther. Great kill on tally. Plane flying through. IS-252. Needs some support to fight off those Panthers. Back, oh, turning. This, no, bad play by Private. This call on air support, but it's gonna need a little bit more help. S-25. Oh, and P-47s. So once again, that IS-152 has been saved so many damn times. It is nuts. I can't see anything. Yep, lots of fire coming down. Right now it's very close, but Allies holding on to a small lead. Again, more artillery being made by War Daddy. Yep, more LEFHs. This one has 17 kills. Are they focusing on the B4? B4 is still alive. Genuinely, I would return fire on the LEFHs. They're so grouped up right now. Nice kill with the KV. And Caddies kill the Ober squad, reducing War Daddy's frontline effectiveness pretty much in half. I love it. Almost a Dotton LMG given to a shock troop. That helps with long range. But again, I do like how X-Tally is coming along the side and getting those quick blows in where he can. He's losing units, but he still has a good army overall. But he has max pop, although no reserves. That's where I'm like, yeah, if he loses stuff, it could be a bit of an issue. But right now, he has an army on the field. I mean, so too does Mod. Mod has a good army and a second B4. I think that's a little overkill. I think one B4 is done more than enough. I think a second B4 is might be a little too much. I think having an Su-85 would probably be better, but I get it. He has doubles this. Well, okay, he has a lot of AT, so he's like, I already have AT, right? Why do I need... And one of his Zerket Morpher, which makes it even better, to hold back, to camouflage himself. Also, there's Minesweepers here, you know, removing the Soviet mines. So good job by xTally for learning. A lot of players do not. I assume 5. Like example, let's send our big heavy tank by itself in this area. B4 pounding the area. Opening up a little bit. LFH is though returning fire again. He did get apparently some more kills. So, oh, you know what? It was probably the crew here. That's where he got some kills. Lots of shock troops. All right. Dimitri, give them a taste of our AT grenades. Sir, we're shock troops. We have no AT grenades. Then drop the smoke grenades. Oh my God, this yes, they get out of the building. Yeah, so they at least blocked sight and allow the I-252 to escape, but I think it would have been a better trap if those penals were hiding back here, right? And ambush them, throw some satchels. That would have been good. That would have been great. B4, I think is... Oh, it's still alive. Come on. Focus on this. Focus all attention on this, because he's focusing, I think, all of his attention over here. Yeah, they're just blasting this whole front line. I get it. Open it up so the Ostgruppen can take mid. To the best of his ability, without being strafed by Soviet air support. Never mind, it just went the way of the dodo. Caddy got it, I believe. Anyway, Soviet attack with penals. Here comes the... Although there's a lot of forces. And Panzer headquarters, though it's focusing on the Su-85, which probably will die here thanks to one shot. It does. Try to get close. Throw the satchels. They were not able to get close enough. Needed smoke. Or just go for the other ones. Just saying. Curious what the playtime is with this guy. They all had, like, good amounts of playtime. Oh, hold on. And we can continue. Great grenade! Oh my God. So many dead men thanks to shock grenades. Yep, there goes most of B's army. Air support, though, is driving the Soviets away. Why Su-76? Like, why? At least it strafes that. Hold on. Big thrust by the American player. Gets a Werfer. It does go in deep. LFHs are relatively fine. Panthers come on in and neutralize the Jackson. There are some AT forces to help. Maybe Demo to get lucky. The AA half-track's a gunner, but, you know, it's fine. I do like how they do have multiple AA, though, to try to shoot down the planes. AT gun needs in position. Luckily, Panther misses. Bazooka team's still there to cause some havoc. But infantry is now pouring on through the gap. And yeah, I wouldn't have retreated out. Probably would have slowly pulled back. Because now he could throw a bundle grenade on your retreat. Which he will. And got actually a good hit overall. But if the German player wants to continue, can maybe push through this area. Meanwhile, again, Panther is still alive. Veteran C. Oh my God, Vet 4. Caddy's trying to kill. Like, again, creeping barrage these buildings. Like, just saying. That would absolutely help break this up. Hold on. Very close. Could kill it. Finally, Panzer headquarters goes down. Now, unfortunately, Jagdtiger's already on the field, so you kind of F there. But, you know, at least you got the buildings down, so it'll take longer to repair. Hopefully. No, he didn't. He's still alive. Never mind. He's fine. Storm officer's still on the field again. Let's see. Middle is now under German control. So that should help stop the lead. The Allies have by about 40 points. Panthers moving on in. Again, there's decent Allied forces here, but it depends how they break through. Oh, damn it, the B4 got reset. He lost all of its veterancy. Damn it. Although he's still alive. I guess that B4 is still active. It just got decrewed, which is a little shocking. There is zeroing? going into this sector. I think the B4 might be affected, so I might need to stop firing for a moment. Again, I'm shocked that B4 is not trying to target those Iliophages. Like, especially Vet 3, it can do so much. Speaking of much, Penals are probably going to put down that Panther, which again, X-Tally doesn't have the resources to easily bring back, so that is an unfortunate factor. Luckily, Penals do dodge the Werfer shots, so good dodge. American forces come along the side, hopefully take back the Soviet equipment that the Germans borrowed. Down to 2 models. Very close on health. Finally picks it. Jagdtiger is circling in mid, waiting for a target. Where's that ISU 152? It has 8. Oh, it's 3 vehicles. Okay, so maybe it's killed piece of equipment, but at least it's doing something. Alright. Oh, you know what? He probably got this because he had such a small population. He's like, I need to get something. This is what I'll get. I'll get a 76, but at least it's some form of AT. Alright, Panthers are healed up, though, for the most part. It'll be a tough fight for either side. We'll see how this goes. Hold on. Caddy might kill the building. It actually hurt the Panthers a little bit. They're focusing on one, the weaker one. Some bouncing, though. Caddy's still revealing it. Vet 5 Panther, though. And I think the Soviets will finally kill these buildings, which will stop the German repair rate. But King Tiger's moving on in. Again, big bloody infantry. Nothing to worry about for AT. Just smoke. But if this armor can come in multiple directions, that could overwhelm his men, or his armored force. Panther just trying to find a way through the side. There's still some AT, though, needs to worry about. KB2 doing actually some good work. 21 kills, helping to guard mid. But yeah, overall, resource-wise, Axis definitely have the lead. Again, they have, it looks like more territory overall. And I believe they have more caches. Yeah, because we have caches, a number of positions that don't have caches. We have that one, but like, I get it when you're constantly on the front, the harder, but still. You want to make sure you help your team. Now, X-Tally is fortunately had to rebuild his army constantly, so I think that's why he stopped making caches. And he's the only one on the Axis team that can, because he's the austere player. OKW cannot. Alright, we have more strikes coming on in. Is this breakthrough? It is breakthrough. It's going to hit this whole sector. ISU-152. What's it? What? This ISU-152 has been injured so many times and has gotten out. I'm shocked. I'm like, what? But yeah, he's crawling his way back. The engineer should heal things his base. Panther, though, might be done with this. Again, he's moved up quite a bit. Again, Red has decent amounts of artillery. Where's he shooting? Interesting. Is he doing like a creeping barrage through mid? One of them is, at least. Oh, got some hits. Okay. And here comes the American air support. Heading those Panthers. Again, allies are still low. I don't know how much they can really commit to an armored thrust, but they're trying. Zeroing now is kicked in. Jackson goes down. Penals, though. Hold on. Double satchel. Like a frisbee, it goes. And we got 2. B4 firing 2. Kills the Vet 5 Panther. A devastating loss for B. Damn. And B4 gets someone to retreat. Even that's a lot of losses, and he does not have as many resources to get a new one. And air support still weakening the Jagdtiger. Oh my god, they are so close. They are so damn close to killing that Jagdtiger. Will it have the luck that the ISU-152 had? Hold on, they still have a King is injured. Oh my god, he's trying to one-shot that. I give full credit to that man. Oh my god! He did it! The little guy did it! And that's why oh, wait. There he goes. That's why, guys, size, again, size does not matter. It's how you use it. All right? So anyway, let's see. B4s. Well, at least one is close to Vet 2. Allies, once again, have mid. So, the Axis are now past 40 points and slowly losing it more and more. As our comrade Skippy would say, yell out, it's a hero. Yeah, that's definitely a hero one. Unfortunately, it did die immediately, but definitely a hero 76. I'll give you that. Alright. Caddies are returning fire. Oh, they're trying to kill the LFH. Fortunately, the rockets are hitting everywhere except where it needs to hit. The trees are helping a little, but not much. At least it survived, and again, if you build a bunker or something near it, again, the problem is like this LFH. Oh my god, yeah, this one is starting to get more. Vet 4, 24 kills with 11, 12, 7. It's a lot. Artillery, air support, all of it's coming down. Maybe, you know, truthfully, maybe the reason they're not killing those LFA. Oh my god, did he build another one? I realize he has 5 now. He has 5 of these things. But is the reason why they're not killing it is because they don't see the LAFHs as a threat? If that's the case, they fucked up, because I think they're a bit of a threat. I mean, like, don't be wrong. They're not getting as many kills per se as a frontline infantry unit is. Like, they're getting kills, yes, right? But like, how do I put that? I'm trying to like value, right? Like, Tally's army is actually taking territory and pushing through. But again, the sheer nuisance of it is 100%. I understand. Like, that's definitely something. It's like, oh god. Again, we're about to. Oh my god, Battalion's army just got thrashed again. I have sneaky suspicion he's gonna go bazookas. But he's also like, it makes it so vulnerable. It's so grouped up. A couple B4 shots, even if they miss, would still probably cause a lot of damage. Get a decent amount of veterancy. It's perfect target. I don't know if the B4s just don't have range or what, but if on this B4 and I'm like, I need to get a bunch of kills, well, guess what? It's not one LFH you're trying to target, it's multiple, so you can hit the whole circumference. Hold on. ISU 5.2 and SU-85s. Can we kill the king? Missed. Maybe not. What about the B4 that's in the back? Oh, it got reset. Damn it. Yeah, just the amount of artillery coming down slowly wearing down the SU-85s and ISU 5.2. Up, Caddy's under fire now. He's gonna try though. He's still gonna try. The valiant Caddy before it dies. Did not hit target. Now there's another one being made. Yeah, they're just leveling that whole area with arty. Before someone says, well, Greyshot, you know, the allies have no counter to this. This is BS. Like, no. You have counters to this. Nice shot by the KB2. But you 100% have counters to this. I'm just shocked that, oh, nice counter. Which they are countering. Look, they are countering the artillery with their own artillery. Like, there are some good allied plays to be had. 100%. But again, it's one of those aspects where it's like, all right, he has an entire mobile army. Maybe we can take advantage. Now, he's been sitting there for so long that he actually has a positive population, right? And is also building more flags, because why not? But it's also like, like these shock troops, 32 kills. They've actually done some good work. Now, me saying them or bringing them up is probably immediately going to get them killed. But, we'll see. Oh, the point in the north got decapped. Interesting. It's actually allowing the the Axis a little bit of time to breathe. Alright, another caddy on the field. Again, Mod is trying his best already, and you know what? That KV-2 is actually doing quite well. Now, zeroing is, and artillery is focusing on it, because it is doing so well. It needs to get the hell out of there. Did he just immobile? Oh, no. Run. Run, buddy, run. Zeroing is gonna, it's gonna die. You have zeroing on you, buddy. Oh, they don't, do they know about the zeroing? I don't think they know. I think there's so much artillery, they don't see it. But he's trying to reveal it so the zeroing can come down and start killing these guys. I think they now are realizing, but it might be a little too late. Oh, we're starting to see artillery shots on the B4. No! Where is it shooting? Is it the mortars? Oh, it's trying to hit mid. What the hell is that shot? It's shot over here. Wait, what? Is that another one? Oh, it's the other one. Okay, I'm like so confused. Why is it firing outside of its arc? But yeah, population-wise, like, overall, like, Mod still has a decent-sized army. But the other allies are averaging 60s. Let's see, so probably upper 60s, I would say, for average. Axis are averaging, let's see, 70s. Low 90s, probably low 80s. So the Axis currently have the lead, right, in resources. The allies need to get some kills, but I don't know if they necessarily can. Well, that just proved right. Oh, he's doing Creeping Barrage. He's going to wipe all of xDally's mortars. Alright, good. You see, I say this, and then, like, they do stuff like that, and they neutralize all the mortars on the front in one fell swoop. So, I don't know. I feel like, one, these Panther rushes along the side need to be contained. The American player needs to do something, because I feel like he's focusing more in mid, where the threat is from the side. Although, technically, it's not... Wait. I mean, he is here, so yeah. I mean, Private Two Head could also line it up, but I don't. I think he's more preoccupied over in mid. But... All right, Suka did a little damage. Sweepers are out to clear it, and with no mines, Panthers are probably going to go for the charge again. And again, there's not... Okay, thank God. Looks like Mod is moving over some men. I don't know if it was on purpose or he saw it or something, but he did it. Yeah, chat, that's a fair point. You could paradrop, but the flat guns would probably kill your men. Still, you don't know until you try it. Like Market Guard, you don't know until you try it. Conscripts pick off that unit. At least the allies still have some good infantry. I say conscripts is good infantry, but you get the point. Caddy moves up, I think on the misclick. Soviets still have plenty of tank destroyers. And are healing at a good pace. Already still causing all sorts of chaos. And the conscripts have a Shrek team, which makes it even better. Oh, damn it. B4 died. He finally met his match. Yeah, good kill. Good kill right there with the caddy. Panthers being hit, but it's not enough to stop them from at least attempting to help him mid. Werfer fires. He's going for the caddy. Oh, he might. He might actually get it. He does! Good kill. Excellent shot with it. King's manpower. Yeah, he has 3,000 manpower. We're starting to see these LFHs start to skyrocket with their kills exponentially. It's quite insane. Definitely putting shots on target. Jackson and other forces moving on in. Grenade. Oh, nice grenade. Okay. Some decent shots. Thermic Strike comes on in. Allies are still able to hold control. It's a damn close game. I will say this. I was expecting it to be more of a cluster, but it is a lot closer. Allies, though, definitely need some good kills. Now, they snipe a Jagdtiger. We might be cooking with something. But it looks like that won't be the case. The MG, the Panzer Headquarters, there's enough stuff stopping that from happening. But if they can fight mid, let's see. Paratroopers hold mid. 35 kills. Again, some very good allied units with good kills. Okay, maybe they're not the conscripts, but they're there to hold the line. Alright, Panthers once again gearing up about. I love it. He's like, fuck it. If you want to do this, I'll do it too. I'll build in tank traps. Which, in theory, not bad, but when your tank traps lead up to the backs of your AT, well, I guess it is the AT line. Although a half-track still died. Whoops. Maybe just seal this off. Allies holding on to mid, but zeroing is coming into effect. That's zeroing right there, ladies and gentlemen. And he can probably detect it because they're shooting at him right now. But multiple S-285s and IS-152 engaging the Panther. Jagdtiger assisting. Panther trying to lure them around the corner so the Jagdtiger can keep getting shots in. Flares, so they, again, the Germans can see the Allies. Oh, right. Because of repair. I forgot to say this. Wait. No, I don't think shock troops can heal that. Yeah, conscripts can, shock troops can. So, again, I'm not as big of a fan of this doctrine because of that. Hey, at least they got S-25s came in clutch and knocked out the Jagdtiger. Although a lot of these troops are about to perish unless you retreat. King trying to get some shots. S-25 putting some fire on him. Sector Assault has come down, but... Oh, nice RD shot. Killed that troop. Strafe in the back. Does a little damage, not too much. AT fire is holding back the King. Can we kill it? One shot from the S-25, extended scope, and you got this. Come on. Take the shot. Oh, he's unable to. B4 now firing on the front. Trying to help and kill the Obers. Oh my god, can we stop those Obers? Please! Oh, actually, he almost does. I actually think if he stays there, he might be in some hot water. He's a little close for comfort. I would at least retreat the one model. Yep, there it goes. I was like, he's being very dicey with that. Paratroopers moving on in. Again, big old blob, which not exactly the best. Katusha hitting the back. I don't know. Alright, they at least killed one of the LFHs. They still have this clusterfuck, but at least they got one. Well, I'll give it credit. It's the west wall down south, and so far the Allies have been unable to crack it. The RD, the Panthers popping out of the forest, all that stuff has just made it a nightmare. Artillery managed to neutralize all that stuff. Good shots across the board. Panthers charging against the Jackson. KV2 and a KV1 coming onto the field. B4 up to 11 kills, so at least it's doing some work. They're still already hitting this whole area. KV2 just losing so much health. Panthers going in for the kill. Still AT, but there goes the KV2. As quickly as it came, it disappeared into the night. More Panthers coming on in. Everyone's joining the party. P-47s, anybody? Nope, no resource. Not enough resources for it. though. SgtMcPains trying its best. Panther's now diving south. Not much there that we can see, so good thing he pulled back. SgtMcPains, though, from privates coming on in. And the ISU in 5-2. SgtMcPains diving into, again, maybe the ISU in 5-2 can focus on this one, kill the Vet 5 one. That's still, actually, B would lose his entire army if that's, oh no. Yep, there he goes. That might actually be worth it, just for all the, just killing double Panthers. B4 tries to kill a Panther on their retreat, but unable to kill it. Let's see. Axis holding on the mid. Oh, nice strafe. Kills that unit. Again, Axis are burning through their reserves, except for King. King's the one guy who I'm shocked he hasn't built more caches. And oh, no. I can't build caches. Just built, just whatever. I actually don't know. He just tank traps, barbed wire, just a whole smorgasbord of stuff. He can do it. Why not? T-34 diving the King. I don't know why you're doing this. This one's a little more iffy. You did get the engine. I'll give you credit. But is there actual SgtMcPains capable of fighting it? And the answer is no. They all need repairs. They all need repairs. And now the artillery is saying their back line, because there's not much stopping. The front line is so just out of whack. The Allies with the American forces might take it. Those zeroing is now in effect. P-47's flying overhead, weakening the Panthers. Caddy sitting the over squad, forcing it away. But zeroing, that's the thing that's going to kill this American army. We're about to see an entire American army disappear, I think. Yep, here's the LFHs, the Stukas. Yeah, there it goes. He tried. Oh boy, he tried, but alas. Zeroing just annihilated it. Just so many explosions. Alright, someone's laughing like a maniacal madman. Axis have retaken the lead. They don't have the men, though, to take mid. That's the one counter. It's like, yes, we've took it. But, yeah. Let's see. Bit of a crash. We still have the tank destroyer army. Like, that's something. And the shock troop swarm is still in effect. Did that man still have 32 kills? He has not gone a single... Yeah, he still has 32 kills. Damn. Drop some smoke. Maybe you can take mid. Although he's not able to hit the MG, so I'm not sure about that. Katusha Fire trying to clear it. So at least they're helping their team. Grenading the other MG. Down to a single model. Just retreat that man. Like, why? Or not. Maybe you get more tank destroyers. I'm not sure. Come on, tank destroyers. Light that Panther up. Come on. Come on. Oh, bounced. The IS-152 shot bounced. Otherwise, I would have gotten it. All the shock troops just perished to a goddamn Osttroopin squad with an LMG. That's quite funny, actually. How do you beat shock troops? Osttroopin. Anyway, shock troops moving around. King Tiger on standby. Air support cutting the back line. They have AA, though, so most of the planes will be shot down pretty quick. Werfer fire comes on in. B4, though. Oh, my God. Plane crash. Everything's coming down. All the tank destroyers open fire on the King. Axis, though, still holding. I don't know how long they're holding mid. Axis forces forced out of mid by the B4s, getting some great shots. Stukaup's killing SgtMcPains. Artillery's now raining fire down on those tank destroyers. They're going to need to pull back. Conscripts tried to dive down there, but again, the flak stopped them pretty quick. They did snare, I think, that Panther. But LFHs are still lighting up the enemy. Good kill right there. Come on, take a shot. Panther goes down. Decrewed. Oh, that, I mean, okay, but I don't think you're going to be able to steal it. Yeah, there it goes. Again, it is a battle for mid. So to the last man. Unfortunately, the Axis probably have more reserves than the Allies, and they definitely have a bigger population. So, except for B. B has lost everything. B is gone. B does not have an army. More artillery is raining fire down from those LEFHs, which I thought last game was bad, but dear Lord, here we come. Alright. B4 actually have now up to vet 3 with 23 kills. Oh my god, so many men are dying. I'm seeing GG's. Craziest game, dare I say. Uh-huh. Alright, I don't know why this caddy is moonwalking right now, but sure. We couldn't counter the arty. I think he could have. For whatever reason. Oh! They said it! B4 is a single shot. It misses. It's useless. Oh my god. No. RNG was on your side. Well, first off, this place has been utterly devastated. Secondly, no, the B4 killed 2 arty pieces before. It was working because they're so concentrated. That's the thing. If the B4 would have done it, it would have been fine because they're so on top of each other, the B4 can't miss. But xTally, thank you very much for submitting this replay. Yeah, no, I highly disagree with that assessment. And Joe, look, you did a lot of damage, all right? You did a lot of damage, but I'm gonna say no to your claim. Because again, Mod got top kills. And, I mean, Caddy probably is one of the reasons, but let's double check that. xTally, his Panthers are great. Again, great job with your Panthers diving in and causing absolute chaos. 15 vehicles destroyed, right? Those things were absolute monsters. B, wait, hold on. He did more kills. Friendly fire. I wonder how many vehicles he got. Hold on. Let's double check this. Vehicle damage, 48,000. 27. I think those Panthers, while they maybe went in, I think they were just taking a lot more fire. Because it's like, oh man, God, that Panther is so amazing. But truthfully, I think we saw that he was fighting those ISU 85s or an ISU 152s. So that's why it took more, dealt more damage and took more damage compared to xTally that took a lot of damage, but didn't dish out as much, but definitely got a higher kill count. All right, let's keep going. So War Daddy, I think was a little weaker. I thought he was okay. I didn't think he was great. He had some decent shots, but I definitely think it was definitely one of the weaker players next to B. Although B was taking a lot of fire. King, oh my god, 184 kills. Now, I will say the Panthers got 69. So, and that was with how many LEFHs? Again, it was like 7. Yeah, so 7 LEFHs, right? So, a lot of damage by him. Again, I felt like you could have countered this most likely with the B4, but especially that one B4 vet 3, but that's just me. Battalion, if we're talking about weak players, I thought he was the weakest. And I understand why. He had to essentially do hit and run tactics, countering the enemy, and I feel like he just didn't do what he needed to do. I felt like he left the side open. I felt like he kept being hit by those Panthers. Like, I felt like if he would have actually had an army that was camouflaged and able to counter those Panthers, he would have definitely been ahead. Su-85s by Private 2 Ed, they did fine. I think, yeah, for having an ISU 152, I felt like also you underperformed with it. Shock troops did a lot of damage, but you also had a lot of them, so it kind of evens them out. Yeah, I thought Joe had better S285s, definitely did a bit more damage. Though kill-wise, hold on. Yeah, about even. Though had a lot less, so take that for what you will. Less with more damage. Mod, again, to put in perspective, right? He officially lost that B4 once. It only died once, right? So, and then he rebuilt it. Otherwise, he was recrewing. So all these deaths are just, except for one is a recrew, right? And the B4 did 17,500. So there were, with 2 B4s, they did 17,500 damage and 93 kills, right? Just, wait, he built 1, 2, it would be 3. It would be 3 B-fills, because 1 died, so there was 2 left. So then we go to King, and King, I think I saw officially 2 died. Maybe 3. Let's give it to him and say that only 2 died. So that means he produced 7, right? So okay, but still, 7 of those guys versus Mod producing how many B4s? So there we go. He produced 2. So he did produce 2. So 2 B4s versus what is it? All those LEFHs by King, and it did almost half. I think math-wise, it's about half, right? It's, no, 1735. That's 38, right? No, it's 34. So I think it's just a slightly above on damage and slightly above on kills. So on paper, theoretically, the B4 performed better than those LEFHs. I'm trying to verify. I mean, look, they definitely dished out a lot of damage. I will definitely not say otherwise. But I think, overall, the B4s did better. And again, he had far less. So it puts a smile on my face that man said B4 suck. But I can prove with damage and with kills that the B4s, for having less than what the LEFHs had, did more. So, or at the very least, they were going toe-to-toe with those LEFHs. So, I'm happy to see. Mod, it was great to see the B4 back in action, and I thought you did a great job. Also, your caddies did really well. I was kind of skipping those, but the caddies, I thought did pretty well, except for some of them. But again, that was more X-Tally diving them than anything else. But yeah, again, a solid game. B got top damage overall. I think I didn't say that. And Wardad got top kills. Again, he had a lot more just infantry, just generally just fighting on the front. So it's like, all right. But biggest mess up, by the way, I will say this, Joe, you can't really say too much because your penal satchel killing 2 of your squads is probably the biggest blunder, self-owned blunder of the game. But yeah, B4 is great. The west wall was very well executed by both X-Tally and King. Great defenses there. B put up a solid fight. Just overall, I think a really damn good game. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. It's been Greyshot17, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello, everyone. This is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tonybee 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.